What is going down, Honor Empire? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Kwon Alexander as he practiced today for the first time since tearing his pec week 8 on Thursday Night Football against the Arizona Cardinals. And this is great news for the 49ers, especially for us heading into the playoffs and, you know, for us just now getting D Ford back and just now getting Jaquiski Tartt back and likely to be ready to go for the divisional round. It's really good to hear this news about Kwon Alexander. So for Kwon, when he went down with that injury week 8, it was one of the most devastating injuries probably of the season that the 49ers have. Now, the reason I say that is because Kwon has brought so much energy to that 49ers defense and to this team in general that it's when he goes down like that, it's kind of a bummer because it's almost like, why would a guy like that be the one to go down? It's just that's why injuries are the worst part of sports. And Kwon Alexander's had an amazing recovery ever since then. And like just last weekend against Seattle, during pregame warm-ups, Kwon Alexander was out there catching footballs and doing drills and stuff, and it's really good to see him. I'm happy for him to get back on track, and just as he says, comeback will be legendary, and I cannot wait for him to return. So Kwon Alexander was a full participant in practice today, and that is very good news. Obviously, he hasn't really practiced at all since tearing his pec, but today was his first official practice, like his full practice for the 49ers since tearing his pec. So that's really great news. But I got to give it up to the guys that have came in for Kwon Alexander since tearing his pec. Dre Greenlaw, Al Shahir or Shazir. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. You guys know who I'm talking about, though. Guys like Dre Greenlaw, for instance, last week he had the game-winning stop against Seattle. Like, for a rookie linebacker to come in there out of an Arkansas, not a very a D1 school, but not a very popular school that, you know, big-name guys get drafted out of, for him to come in there and for him to make that game-winning stop at the 1-yard line for the 49ers to win the NFC West and clinch the first-round bye in the playoffs. It's crazy, and it's insane to watch, and I'm super happy for Dre Greenlaw. He's going to be a very, very great player in this NFL league, and I cannot wait until he continues to develop as a player, because he's going to be somebody to watch for the future. So, but yeah, guys have stepped up in the midst of Kwon Alexander's injury, and you know, we really haven't. It's almost like we really haven't lost much on the defense, it seems as if, because you know how our record stands at 13-3, but really our defense is kind of slacked ever since like week 8, week 9, because of, you know, Kwon Alexander being hurt. We haven't been as good against the pass game, especially against Drew Brees. But Drew Brees and the Saints are a really good playoff team. I'm just saying in general, our defense has dropped since, you know, the beginning of the season. But, you know, we're still winning football games, and the defense is still playing very, very well. I would just, as for the playoffs, I really want to see the pass rush dominate teams in the playoffs. I know they can do it, and I feel like if the pass rush can get back on track and start causing chaos like they did, you know, against the Panthers, like they've been doing all season, we can be special and go somewhere and go deep into the playoffs. So, but for Kwon Alexander, it's good news that he's returning. Really, really good news. So, as for Kyle Shanahan, he said in a press conference that Kwon Alexander is not likely to play in the divisional round, and of course in the divisional round we will either play the Vikings, the Eagles, or the Seahawks. So he's unlikely to play against one of those teams. But if we reach the NFC Championship, Kwon Alexander is likely to come back and play. So that's the status on Kwon Alexander. That's really the latest on Kwon Alexander. But as for today, this was his first full practice since tearing his pec week 8 against the Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. And Kwon Alexander is set to make his return. So with that being said, as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And with that being said, Go Niners, and I'll see you guys in the next one.